What's up everyone, another day, another slay, and I hope yours is going okay, but chances are if you're on PC and we're hoping to play the port of the new Last of Us remaster, it is not going okay, cause holy sh**, this port is a mess. Now, I've played it a little bit, and I mean, it runs barely. That's the only good thing I can say about it. Upon booting up the game, you'll see that absolutely beautiful Iron Galaxy logo.
What the hell are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing!
You're going around in circles!
Followed by being greeted by a very nice shader loading sign in the bottom right corner.
Shit! Fuck me! Fuck me!
2,000 years later.
Now, on its own, this is fine. Just wait like 5 minutes before playing the game and it'll run fine, right? No. Try a fucking half hour, and that's if your game doesn't crash before the shaders have compiled. I gotta say, this is the most immersive PC game to date. You truly will be The Last of Us by the time these fucking shaders will compile. Now that the shaders have compiled, you can start the game and experience this masterpiece. Meet Joel, 30-something-year-old dude who's about to witness the beginning of the zombie apocalypse, and shit. It just crashed again. Okay, yeah, so the state of this port is absolutely unacceptable. I have not seen a game this unoptimized since like Cyberpunk 2077 on the base PS4. I can't even return it because I'm past the 2-hour refund policy on Steam, which I spent like 3/4 of that time waiting for the damn shaders to compile. At least I got it from fucking CD keys, so I didn't pay full price for it, but that's not the point. The point is, the port is ass and you shouldn't buy it. I find it so funny that PlayStation was complaining about the possibility of Microsoft making a bad port of Call of Duty on PlayStation and then decide to drop this absolute disaster on PC. Now, why would they release this?
Money!
Selling the port right now, even if it's unfinished, right after the Last of Us HBO show is finished up, would make it sell a whole lot better rather than waiting till it was actually finished, which I'd guess will be like 2 to 3 months down the line. I mean, look at the sales spike of the remaster on PS5. It was topping the charts for the months the episodes of the show were coming out. So they put it out and...
Get what you fucking deserve!
That being said, the PlayStation fanboys are in their own little corners throwing a little party, because in case you haven't been on the internet the last couple of years, these people aren't the biggest fan of the PlayStation PC ports. It genuinely upsets them to see other people get to play a game because it makes them lose their Twitter ammo. So to see that finally one of these ports runs like shit, I mean, with the last couple of weeks under their belt, with the CMA failing to protect Sony against the evil Microsoft from buying Activision despite all of Jim Ryan's crying, I mean, they have to take any W that they can get, even if it is just straight up celebrating the anti-consumer bullshit that their favorite corporation is doing.
Spend $7,500 to run old PS5 games like this. Hashtag PC massive waste.
Yes, because a single port by Sony is representative of all of PC gaming. Jesus Christ. I am shocked that these motherfuckers can be this fucking stupid. That's like taking the base PS4 version of Cyberpunk 2077 and going, holy shit, consoles are so underpowered. They're a complete waste of time. And what? $7,500? Really? At most you'll be spending like $3,000, and that's if you want an absolutely fucking insane PC that can run like pretty much everything at 4K 244 FPS. Now, a good spending price that will get you pretty much all of your games running at 1440p 60, which is like the standard with high settings, is like $1,000. I mean, that's how much I spent for mine. Granted, it was more close to $1,200 because I got it pre-built, but like if you build it yourself, $1,000 for the standard. Every other port of a PlayStation game to PC has been fine, even the next gen ones like Sackboy, Spider-Man games, and Returnal. But because one port is shit, because Sony for some reason decided to hire quite literally the most infamous developer for PC ports ever to port probably their most well-known IP at this point now thanks to the TV show, PC gaming as a whole is a scam and a massive waste. Okay bro, you keep telling yourself while we take all your games. Also, that's a side thing. Naughty Dog implied that they want to start making all their games go day and date to PC. Also, that's just a side thing. Naughty Dog implied that they want to start making all their games go day and date to PC on their post talking about the remasters, so yeah, enjoy your exclusives while you still have them. Do not buy The Last of Us Part 1 remake on PC or Steam Deck. Currently, the game is very broken. Let's talk. New video. Whoa. Dreamcast guy being based? What the fuck? That's not like usual. Usually just damage controls and straight up lies about shit. Also, I brought this up in a previous video, but I want to bring it up again because apparently it pisses him off, but he looks like David from The Last of Us show. It's funny as fuck. But yeah, as implied from me showing that, These motherfuckers are about to make me defend Dreamcast Guy.
The Last of Us Part 1 on PC is bugged, but even if it wasn't, it doesn't even have a Steam Deck verification. Why imply it?
There are games on the Steam Deck that aren't verified but still run really fucking well on it. For example, Resident Evil 4 Remake that just came out, which by the way was fucking awesome. You should definitely go buy that instead of Last of Us on PC. But anyways, that game pretty much runs perfectly on Steam Deck and was put as unknown on the verification thing for like the first 5-ish days of launch. But yeah, it runs really, really good on the Steam Deck. In fact, I played most of it and finished it on the Steam Deck with next to 0 issues, aside from all the crashing in the game, which is not good, but at the very least, it's not like the fucking Last of Us is, where it's every like 5 minutes. RE4 Remake, an actual new game, and a game that looks arguably better than The Last of Us, runs laps around what The Last of Us does on Steam Deck. I mean, Last of Us runs at like 30 FPS at all low settings. Yeah, that's just fucking embarrassing. Just because a game doesn't have direct verification from Valve to be able to work on the Steam Deck isn't a good enough excuse for it to run like ass on there. For real? Aw.
Likely fixed by tomorrow.
Yeah, it's been like 4 days and this shit still runs like ass. I was playing it last night. I had it on like high settings on a 1080p monitor and it was dropping down to like 40 FPS. That is embarrassing. I'm sorry, I don't know how else to put that. As Oh No It's Alex said, it's not gonna take a little patch or something to fix this shit. It's gonna take a whole fucking overhaul to make this shit run good.
I love video games. Same guy. Don't buy this.
What? So if you say for people not to buy a game because it's like objectively fucking broken, you don't love games? What the fuck is the logic right there? Yes, I love men, but I think Synthetic Man is like one of the most ugly motherfuckers to ever walk the planet. Oh well, I guess I don't really love men then. Jesus Christ.
I love the PC port. The game is ultra demanding. Of course, other PC gamers that don't have consoles like me will always find something to complain and cry about.
Yeah, there is no reason for this game to be this fucking demanding. It has the same graphical quality as Last of Us 2, which is like a PS4 game, and usually my PC is running laps around even most PS5 games because they're optimized correctly. So if the game is stuttering every 5 seconds the moment you get into a new area on a fucking 3070, when for pretty much any other game, it runs those games perfectly fine. Even games that are on that exact same engine. Oh, yeah, I think there's a little bit of a fucking problem here.
And y'all think Ratchet is coming to PC?
I mean, it got leaked, so I'm pretty sure it's fair that the game is coming to PC. Also, oh no, an objectively horrible port of a game got reviewed poorly. What the fuck did you expect?
Grown-ass people still pirating games, shaking my head. You're lower than scum. Blockable offense in my opinion.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a pretty fair deal, okay? Okay, so you make a good game that runs well and don't straight up try to fucking scam people by giving out like 0 review codes or really show the game running in real time. And you know, maybe we don't pirate it. How about that? Does that sound fair to you? I think it sounds pretty fair, to be honest, but maybe that's just my opinion. I hate to be the runs great on my rig meme, but I'm not gonna lie. The Last of Us Part 1 runs super well for me, even at max settings. Performance has been solid, only ran into 1 random stutter, 0 crashes. However, it's very CPU bound. Runs better for me if I don't use DLSS.
Because you, 1, waited for the shaders to be compiled, 2, are following the system requirements for CPU, GPU, and RAM. It needs 32 gigabytes to be played at 1440p high settings or above. You are a smart person. The rest of the PC community today, not so much.
Tell me you don't know shit about PC specs without telling me you don't know shit about PC specs. Jesus fucking Christ. 32 gigabytes of RAM. Seriously, what is this game, fucking Jesus? What game will need 32 gigabytes of RAM to run at 1440p high settings? I waited for the shaders to be compiled, I followed all the specs, still runs like ass. You know, if the entirety of everyone playing the game is telling you the game runs like ass, I think there's some semblance of truth in that statement right there. So then we have our friend Greg Miller from Kinda Funny Games here with this absolute gem of a tweet.
The Last of Us Part 1 giving you problems on PC? Good. You deserve them, you traitor.
Look, here's the thing.
Fine. Listen,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
And if that didn't absolutely hook you into this arc like it did for me, I mean, I don't know what could. And attached to that wonderful gem of a quote, we have this little video that I'm going to play for you and commentate over.
PC players, on behalf of all PlayStation players,
Got you dumb bitch.
God damn.
I told you how long ago buy the console. You're like, now I want 100 million frames a second, blah, blah. What?
Yeah, why the fuck would you buy the console if literally everything, no matter whether the devs want to port the game or not, is going to be able to be played on PC through emulation eventually? Also, maybe it's just me, but whenever I get like a new game on console since I got my PC, I'm like almost never able to finish it unless I just absolutely rush through it, like God of War Ragnarok or Horizon Forbidden West. Like, you wouldn't think it would be that inconvenient to play a game on console after playing games on PC for a couple months, right? Nah, it really is. Like, once your eyes are used to 60 FPS and how good everything looks on PC, you never want to go back to anything less. Playing a console game after playing them on PC for like a month, playing a console game after playing on PC for like even a month is like waking up in the morning after you took like 100 milligrams of edibles. It's really weird.
How about 14 crashes in 4.5 hours? You stupid idiot. You stupid fucking idiot. How stupid do you look right now, huh? When it crashes and your screen goes black and you see the reflection of your goblin self.
What is it with ugly people trying to talk shit about people's looks? Jesus Christ. First JTech, then Synthetic Man, and now this guy, the hell? This motherfucker looks like he still sleeps with his parents and is married to a fat blue-haired woman.
Hunched over with your mouse and keyboard. Do you go, oh my God, I've wasted my life with my drivers. Oh, my 4080 can't run this game. Oh no, what do I do? It's not too late. TurboTax, finish your taxes. Sell this fucking piece of trash. I don't care that it glows blue and it's got some coolant. And oh, look, it runs an anime on my graphics card while it goes. You seen this kind of shit people are doing to these things now?
It runs an anime on my graphics card?
I've seen screens on graphic, like the inside. You know, you got the. It doesn't matter. Anyways, you're all spending too much money on your fucking PCs that can't even run The Last of Us Part 1.
How the fuck is the devs' failure to optimize this game somehow our fault for buying into PC gaming? Pretty much every other game that comes out on here runs perfectly fine. Most of them looking way fucking better than The Last of Us 1 too. There is absolutely no excuse for this game to be running this bad.
I warned you. I begged you to support the Vita. You didn't.
What the fuck does the Vita have anything to do with this? What? I'm so confused right now that I don't even know what to say because I genuinely don't know shit about the Vita aside from how instantly irrelevant it was when it came out.
This is what you get. You reap what you fucking sow, PC players.
Yeah, so that was just fucking perfect. Yet there's a video that's somehow even better because I decided to save the best for last. So now we got a video from our good friend JTech TV because he decided to upload again. Now I don't have to edit through hours of his stream, so let's just watch this shit.
I understand that this video is going to hurt a lot of people's feelings, but I decided to do it anyway.
Not as much as seeing games like Horizon and Uncharted comically hurt your feelings back in 2020 and 2021 when these games were first coming out on PC.
And because I know I'm going to hurt your feelings, I thought it would be nice to feature PC-only gameplay throughout the entire video.
You're just showing a fucking Steam big screen mode page. What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
I've captured a lot of gameplay on this laptop featured by Steam Store. You want to go click the link in the description. It will take you to my Steam account. You will see screenshots and achievements that I've gotten from different games that are accessible.
What is it with the fucking achievements? Jesus Christ, who the fuck cares about your achievements? You bring this up constantly and it's like nobody gives a shit. Oh my god. It's like whenever someone talks to you, you just look up, you click on like their fucking Steam account or PlayStation account and you look at their achievements or whatever. And then you see they didn't like platinum a single game or something and you're like, you're not a real gamer. Like the fuck? Who cares? Who cares?
Only through Xbox or PC. So, you know, I'm trying to be a nice guy during this video because I'm gonna piss off a lot of people. And I'm not gonna feel bad about it. So let's get started. This is my opinions on The Last of Us Part 1, the PC port. I think it's hilarious. Like, I just think it's funny. It reminds me of Xbox, right? Like, you know, Xbox fans were talking about, what is it, 12 teraflops or something like that, and all of these other specs on paper that were better than PlayStation 5. But once all the comparisons were done, the PS5 was outdoing the Xbox Series X.
How is this shit even comparable, you absolute brainlet? Xbox fans were hyping up specs that still to this day nobody even knows what the fuck they do to benefit the console. PC players can get graphics cards, CPUs, and RAM that make it run like twice the power of the PS5 at this point. The games just have to be optimized. Again, take Cyberpunk 2077 at launch on console. Even on PS5 and Xbox, the game ran like ass. Why? Because it was unoptimized. It's the exact same shit with The Last of Us on PC. The devs did a shit job of optimizing it because it was very obviously rushed out to benefit from that publicity the HBO show got the series.
And it's happening again. I had no problems playing The Last of Us Part 1 on my $400 PS5.
I mean, you fucking better, because it was made specifically for the PS5, and at the time, Naughty Dog's optimization team had one job, and that was to optimize it for the PS5 alone. If it doesn't run on the one platform it was meant for, I mean, that's just fucking embarrassing.
Not a single problem. I was able to even get to Platinum, getting every trophy in the game. It was an amazing story. It looked amazing. It felt amazing on the DualSense controller.
I won't lie, actually, the DualSense support on the game is actually really cool. I mean, it's a gimmick, and I messed around with it for like 5 minutes before switching back to keyboard and mouse, but like, you can feel the rain hitting the characters, you can feel Joel unloading the mag from his gun and shit, or like unzipping his backpack, and it's actually really cool shit and probably the best utilization of the DualSense I've seen so far. So I will give the game that.
You know, on paper, a lot of people on PC say, well, you know, I spent $2,000, $3,000, my PC can run circles around your console forever. And that is definitely true on paper. But these games are optimized to perfection on a cheaper piece of hardware.
Yeah, because that's the point of a console, price to performance. Games have to be super well optimized on console because they're essentially trying to run them on what is basically a fucking potato compared to the average PC specs out there.
Are giving us a more stable performance versus, you know, your overpowered PC that they kind of don't care about. They just throw the game over there. You know, they expect you guys to fix it because you know, you guys fixed Elder Scrolls and you got mods and stuff working on Cyberpunk. So
it should not be the user's job to optimize the game for the devs. That's fucking stupid. Plenty of games run exactly as they should without a single mod being installed. And that's another thing. I don't even remember Cyberpunk being this poorly optimized on PC at launch. Now Cyberpunk runs completely fine, to be honest, for me at least. But like at launch, I had everything at like 1080p, 60 FPS at high settings with ray tracing on. Last of Us Part 1 is less optimized than fucking Cyberpunk at launch. That is insane.
You know, I mean, you guys made a name for yourself of, you know, you can turn garbage into gold. And that's awesome. Like, that is amazing, right? You guys have those type of skills. So don't expect developers to tailor-made their games for each and every one of the combinations of PCs that you guys have built.
Well, again, pretty much every other developer for PC has been able to do it. I don't know why we should expect less of Naughty Dog, who's already ported some of their games to PC and they run perfectly fine.
Because no one PC is the same, right? There are different people with different budgets. There are different people with different skills. And I believe this is going to continuously happen. I don't know why anybody is using the 10 series to run The Last of Us Part 1.
Because that's what Naughty Dog themselves put out on their spec sheet before the game came out, so naturally it should be able to run with how they described it to run.
I'm not a PC Master Race enthusiast at all, but I know that's weak. I know this laptop is weak. I know that. So again, The Last of Us Part 1 is a remake. It was made for the PS5. To see people on PC run it at 720p to get high performance, or run it at 1080p to get high performance, defeats the whole purpose of you guys getting a remake.
When did you become the cop of what PC players can and can't do? Who the fuck cares how they play their games? How does how they play their game affect you in any way whatsoever?
With all the bells and whistles. I'm hoping they're going to get a good patch out for you guys, and I'm hoping the individuals that I know won't play the game find a way to play the game and post some gameplay, even though I know they won't. But it would be cool to see people that, you know, were a part of the PC port begging community, begging for these types of games to go over to PC, actually play the game.
You're gonna list an example of people who begged for these games and just didn't play them unless it was for like a valid reason, like it was poorly optimized or overpriced or something like that? Because I am sure as hell not seeing any examples of these people. I mean, I know I at the very least have supported most of these games except for Days Gone, Sackboy, and Returnal, which all of those games I'm just not really interested in, and I'm kind of tight on money right now, so you know. But like again, the only PC ports of these games that I haven't finished yet were because I already had finished them on the PlayStation, so there wasn't really as much of a need for me to finish them again on here right away. Yeah, so I'm fucking done with him in this shit for today. Why the fuck did I decide to go back to PlayStation fanboy content? This shit was just pain. But yeah, as expected, the Dumpster Fire remaster got a Dumpster Fire port to PC. The shocking horror. Don't buy it. It's shit. Buy the RE4 remake. That game is actually fucking awesome and already the best game of this year so far. I'm on like my second playthrough of it already. Go get it. It's so fucking good. But yeah, I'm bored, so I'm gonna go back to playing RE4. So make sure to like, subscribe, join my Discord, follow my Twitter. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.
What are you going to do?